All right, I'm going to walk you through the 5 steps we take our clients through in Passion Pathfinders to rediscover their passions and redefine their freedom. After completing this course, you will have designed a life that will give you complete passion, joy, and fulfillment in all areas of your life. In your personal life, in your relationships, in your career, your hobbies, and beyond. So let's go through the 5 steps. The first step is take inventory. Let's look back at your history. At what times of life were you most successful, the happiest, most joy? Write those down. Write those times down, and then what was going on in your life at that time? Try to remember what was going on around you, who you related, who were you hanging with, who was in your life at that time. Now let's look at the times that you were having the least success. Maybe sometimes you failed yourself or failed other people. Let's look at those times. Write down what was going on in your life at that time, who was in your life at that time, what was your environment at that time. Because the old cliche that history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. If we know what we've done to be successful in the past, we can sort of set up those patterns for the future. If we know the times of failure, we'll identify those times and in that environment and what we're thinking about at those times before we get there. So that's the first step. Second step, let's visit your belief systems. All of us carry around false beliefs and positive beliefs. Now, the false beliefs I call BS, belief subterfusion. So things like, I'm 70 years old. I'm too old to do this. I'm too old. Who's going to want to listen to me? Or I'm too heavy. I'm overweight. No one's going to pay attention to me. Or I'm just not attractive enough. Those are all false beliefs that you can use as excuses to not move forward. And they really affect your life. I'm not loved, people don't think I'm smart, all of those things. But you can turn those around and replace them with empowering beliefs that we're going to show you. We're going to show you how to do that, an exact process to do that. Empowering beliefs like, yes, I'm 70 years old, I have a lot of experience to share with others. People don't care about my appearance, they only care about the message I deliver. So those are ways to turn that around. So we go through your belief systems. Then we go and we explore your values. And here's where the rubber hits the road. Because we all have values, and both core and personal values. And I'll explain the difference in a second. Our value systems are what drive us to make our decisions. And sometimes we think we value certain things that we don't. So for instance, I've asked many people in events about what do you value most? And God, family, country. Let's say those are the 3. And I'll say, great. So what do you do in God or God? Do you tithe? Do you go to church? Do you pray? Well, I don't do all those things. How about your family? You spend as much time as you can, quality time you can with your family? Well, really, I work an awful lot, and I spend a lot of time working. I have to work. And so what we do is we have to then decide, okay, are these really truly things that we value? Or should we replace them and reorganize them? Maybe we value working a lot. That's okay. There's no judgment. But we have to get it prioritized, because if we're living against our values, then we're going to have a rocky road. We're fighting ourselves all the time. And sometimes we make decisions, I know I have in my life, make decisions that are contrary to our values. I do value my family a lot, and I've made decisions in the past that afterward I could feel that angst in my stomach. I wasn't making the right decisions. So now, our core values are who we want to be in our journey to serve our personal values. So our personal values, let's say our personal values are things like owning a new home. I want to own a new home, a nice home for my family. I want to take great vacations. I want to, I love going fishing, whatever. Our core values are who we want to be as we serve those values. Things like honesty, integrity, dedication, all of those personal traits that will allow you to be who you should be as you serve the person of values and move forward. So you have, again, you have joy. You can have a family be your person of value and say, geez, I want to take them on a nice vacation, but I don't have any money, and you go rob the bank, but honesty is one of your core values. Kind of, you get the picture. So, values. Then the next, we go into thought energy. And thought, this is where we take all our redefined belief systems, our redefined values, and all that we've learned about our history, and we form affirmations. Affirmations that we're going to use several times a day. In the beginning, I suggest coming up with a couple of affirmations that you use 10, 15, 20 times a day. It can be less as you go on, because you have to reprogram that subconscious mind to really believe this is who I am and this is what's happening in my life. Thought is energy. Nothing goes anywhere. Nothing even starts without a thought. That's where it begins. You have thoughts all the time you're giving yourself positive or negative affirmations all the time. You just don't realize it. You have self-talk going on. We're going to change that self-talk to be positive self-talk and guide you in the direction you want to go. And then, step 5, we're going to write our visionary autobiography, is what I like to call it. We're going to take all that we've learned here. We're going to write a story of our life that includes the things that we have in our life that we're keeping, that we love, that align with our values, that align with our beliefs, and we're going to put that in there with the things that we want in our life. But we're going to write it as though it's already there, already present in our life. So this is like a long, several-page affirmation. And we're going to read that over and over to ourselves for 30, 40 days, again, so that every move we make, everything we do, points toward that visionary autobiography and the life that we know we should be leading. And that's what will provide that's how you will rediscover your passion and redefine your freedom.